Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for checking out another MDR podcast. That's Mike Dags Reviews podcast. If you are coming in from Facebook or YouTube, thank you for checking out this video. I appreciate it always and giving me support. If you are coming in from Castbox or SoundCloud or iTunes, thank you even more. The other guys I mentioned before are lame. I like to get those listens from there because, you know, it's where it's at. I love Facebook, I love YouTube, but I'm a SoundCloud guy. So if you're there, if you're anywhere, if you're listening, thank you very much. The contest for August is still going on, so like, share, comment, do anything to these posts, anything at all, and you are entered to win a $25 gift card, two $25 gift cards to AMC, and a $50 gift card to Visa. So getting that all the way. This is the 4th episode, and this week I am joined by Albertus Van Leeuwenhoek, my friend, brother, confidant, heterosexual life mate. So we got a couple cool topics to go on today. It's kind of like we haven't really touched on too many TV shows, or we did a couple movies before, but I feel like we're getting back to some movies. It's been a crazy week. As I'm recording this, I've yet to go to Saco. If you listened to the podcast last week, you'd heard all about that shenanigans, and we're getting this one out of the way before I'm too noodly next week to really do it, because I know I usually record on Mondays and then get it out Wednesdays, but I'm not going to want to record coming back from Saco. Just be burnt and hungover to the nth degree. And it's this break, trust me, this break from reality, really, especially since I've been way more on social media lately, do like the Twitter and trying to engage in Instagram and stuff. It's really, it's kind of a stretch for me because I'm normally not somebody who really, really likes to be on it, even though I'm always on my phone. It's not like, it's more of like that slave ship kind of thing. Crazy because it's really hot out. It's really hot out, so we got an air conditioner going. I'll try to get that out and post as much as possible, but sorry guys, if it's bugging you a little bit, then
pretend it's something else.
Pretend it's something else. Put the air conditioner on where you're listening to, and then just
blame it on that.
Yeah, blame it on your own damn air conditioner. But so yeah, no, I was actually looking up because it's getting back into TV season where like all the TV shows come back and football's back on. Obviously,
yep.
Going to be talking a bunch about that.
Approaching the winter where everyone stays inside.
Yeah, yep, because we are humans and we hibernate.
Yep. I wish we hibernated. I would sleep.
I pretty much do.
Yeah.
But oh god,
sometimes when I'm going to bed at night and I think, if this is what it's like to die, I'm looking forward to it. Like, this is it. It's over.
Yeah, exactly. It's great. A little bit of backstory if you guys haven't been following what I do. If you're new, if you haven't been following, Al's been on a lot of stuff that I've done. Well, mainly just the podcast stuff.
Yeah, podcast stuff. Yeah.
And, we did like the 4th of July vlog. Did I ever even go out? I think I posted it to Facebook. Yep, I remember doing that. But no, we did. Like I said before, we did like 20 episodes of that podcast.
Yeah, we did
a lot of them.
Yeah, we did a lot.
It was fun. It was more topical. This one's more. I try not to keep it too topical. Try to just keep it lighter conversations.
Yeah.
Because I want people to be able to go back and listen to this in the future and not be like, what the fuck? Like,
what are these guys talking about?
What the hell? Trump was the president. You guys were saying he wasn't going to be. You idiots. But so what we're saying is one show that I've never seen it go from so hot to so cold before ever is Walking Dead. Yeah. Like I was
went from the Thing to nothing.
I was so into that. A lot of people, I mean, I think probably the season 5 premiere or something was the most watched TV show ever. It went from so big to so not big at all. And this year, I don't know if you heard that Andrew Lincoln is leaving.
Yeah, he's gonna leave. Yeah, I heard that part. And Norman Reedus is in talks to become the next lead.
Yep. So. And the show comes back October 7th.
Yeah,
which is
not far. It's not that far away.
It's 2 months.
Yep.
And you checked out like right after like the first episode, right?
Last season? I've watched. Wait, did I watch the last season?
No, I know you didn't watch the last season because I haven't, and we were like kind of talking about it.
All right, so then I've only watched the first episode of last season. That's it, I think.
Yeah, because you watched. Because 2 seasons ago was when what's his name? Jeffrey Dean Morgan killed.
Yeah, Negan. All right, so
Negan killed the people. I don't want to spoil it in case anybody.
Yeah.
And I checked out last season like halfway through, like literally like 5 or 6 episodes in, which isn't halfway, but like 5 or 6 episodes. I was like, I'm done. I was already forcing myself to watch them.
Yeah.
It was bad. I would like catch up like 2 or 3 episodes at a time, and I'm just like,
you push yourself through them.
Yeah, there's
like
it would go, for such a show with such prestige to it. It would really be like one bad episode, like 2-3 bad episodes, and then one really good episode. And it's like there's so few and far between. I can't, and it's become repetitive. It's gotten to the point where it's like I just want it to end. Like I feel the same way about Game of Thrones, but I'm not there yet.
Yeah, but that one's actually coming to an end.
So I'm like, I'm glad. Like it knows. I feel like they knew that it's ending, like it's right at that point. Yeah. It's right at that point where it's like I
actually do feel like that's what happened, because it does feel like it kind of went from like, oh, we're going along to, all right, we're ending it.
Yeah.
And it seems kind of rushed, the end.
Yeah.
But like I said, that's where I think they noticed it, and they were like, yeah, it's time to end this.
Yeah. And
so they're going out with dignity. We're Walking Dead's like, no, you will love us.
Yeah. Please. Yeah. I feel like I'm on the opposite ends of that stuff sometimes. Like there's a couple shows like Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah.
I was really upset when it ended. Like I didn't want it to end. Like I did, but I was like sad at the same time. Like, oh, I'm going to miss this. Like Game of Thrones, I'm not sad. I'm glad it's ending. I'm at the point where like I feel like some people are like, oh man, there's only 8 episodes left. That sucks. But I'm like, I would be cool if you dropped the 2-hour series finale on me.
I was really hoping that it
up.
Was gonna just be a movie. Like that little rumor that went around. They're like, oh, they're not gonna do a new season. They're gonna just do like a nice movie, like a 3-hour long movie. I was like, I like that. That sounds good. That sounds like my type of thing right there.
I feel like towards the last season they started doing a lot of fan service things, like a lot of episodes that weren't cheery, but they felt good watching, which goes kind of against the way the show was.
The way the show.
What drew you into the show.
Yeah, trying to wrap it up, so they got to make people happy.
Yeah.
Otherwise, R.R. Martin will get stabbed next time he goes somewhere. Hey, you're that guy. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like it's like it's the death of an old friend who's like old and suffering, and you're like, okay, I accept it. Like, it's not. It's just, I don't know. Maybe it's a weird way to phrase it, but I feel like it's going out good.
Yeah,
I'm excited to see the last episodes, but I'm not. I'm indifferent, because as excited as I am, if Daenerys dies or Jon Snow dies, that's not gonna. It's not, that feeling's not gonna be there, because I know it's coming to an end. So it's like, okay, this is, whatever happens.
Whatever happens. We'll see.
Saying that, I'm still gonna be like upset of people who die that I don't want to die.
Yeah.
I know, I'm still holding on to faith that show's gonna do something that's gonna make me go, I hate the show. It got me again.
Yeah. That's what I think is gonna happen. I think like they're gonna do a nice big war scene, and then they're gonna go into like a negotiation to like talk, and everyone's gonna be all bummed, like, oh, that's how this is gonna end, and then that Ice King's gonna just whip a spear and kill everyone in one shot.
Yeah. That would be wild.
I'd find Martin stab him.
So I don't get, I mean, you can tell that Walking Dead, to pull it back to Walking Dead, it took a clear cut from where the comics and the show, because
they split.
Like I'll shout out to like IGN. They have a really good article about every season, or every couple, like twice a season they do a special where they compare like this season
to the comic book versus the show.
Yeah, and it's really good because I've been following along. Like I don't read comics like that. So it's good to see how much different the show is from the comic book, and you can tell there's like a clear cut path where it's like right when the show passed where the comic, I think the comic's still further than the show is.
Oh, it is way further than the show.
Where it really started to diverge is where the show kind of lost its luster and just lost its, like, the writing. It just became this, like, okay, they find a new settlement, and then this bad guy comes, and then the bad guy kills a couple beloved characters, and then they figure out how to beat him, and then they beat the guy, but then the place gets overrun by zombies, so they go to the next place, and then they find that it's like,
that's, I think, what killed that show for me is it was rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. But season 1, same as season 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, yeah. I mean, if you go back, they're all pretty much like that, but the first couple seasons were so good.
Yeah.
And I mean, the
whole searching was coming.
The whole searching for that little girl in season 2, I think, was kind of a buzzkill. And looking back, I am like, Jesus, we did spend like 9 episodes looking for that stupid little girl.
Yeah.
But it was a great show. I was like fully, and it's hard to get me hooked on shows like I have to watch this when it airs, because I'm I'm the worst at it, especially now in the day where we can just
where spoilers come out the day before the movie does.
Oh, it's so bad. It's
Did
so
you guys
bad
know the movie comes out tomorrow? How do you know that?
Oh my god, it's horrible. It's like, whew, like if I hadn't have gone to see Infinity War, right when it came out, I would have been spoiled. Like I literally looked at like an article. I mean, I was a little bit more I was just kind of browsing.
Speaking of shout-outs to IGN,
yeah, they're the ones that
did it. Yeah. Everyone, don't spoil it. 5 minutes later, here's a spoiler.
Like, here's how these deaths happened. It's like now people die. What the? I mean, we knew that, but we didn't know.
Yeah,
don't say it.
But we didn't know who.
It's so. And I think it's wild because I think we're in an age where the typical TV format is dying, where you stretch out a TV show for an entire season over the course of 4 or 5 months.
Yeah,
I think that formula, as much as I'm on the fence about the whole binging thing, because it does suck. Like I've said it, I think this is the 4th straight podcast I've said, like, I hate the binging thing in one fact, because it's like you wait all year and then it's like, here's a show, here's the whole thing, binge it on a Saturday, see you next year. It's like, damn it. Oh, why?
That's actually exactly how that works.
It's like
I watched The Punisher in 2 days.
Yeah.
I was like, sweet, I'm looking forward to this. Started it, I think it was Friday night, like watched 1 or 2 episodes, and then killed it all day Saturday and Sunday. It was like, and I'm done.
Yeah. It's like now I'm going to wait next year. Damn it.
I'm going to wait at least a year or longer.
Yeah, I mean, for a couple shows, it worked out really good. What was the Westworld was one.
I was gonna say some shows I have to binge watch in order to really appreciate them, and Westworld's one of them.
Yeah,
Westworld is like I don't want to watch it during the year. Just release the season. I'll buy the season and I'll watch it.
See, that show's gotten a lot of flack for being too convoluted now. Like I haven't really seen the second season.
I haven't seen the second season yet
but
either.
The first season was a lot of fun to watch as it was coming out, because it's one of those shows that you don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
So you're like, it was fun. I knew a couple that were watching with me, and it was fun to be like, what do you think this is? What do you think this is? Where when it's like, did you finish it? It's like, yeah, I already finished it. It's like, all right, well, and it's different because when I watched it with you the second time, it was just a different experience. It was still fun because I got to look at your reaction and see like, what do you think's going on? Yeah, but it would have been cool to like go through that.
Yeah,
and I mean, we did a good job with like we're just shouting out a bunch of Netflix shows and shows like that. House of Cards, which is ending this year too. In November, they're setting the last season out, which okay, that's respectable. I mean,
I'm surprised they're even coming back for another season.
Yeah, I know. But that's a show too that we would watch like 1 or 2 episodes a night back when you used to live next to me. Yep. We'd watch like 1 or 2 a night and just take it slowly.
Yeah, because
nice
and slow and think
that show's
about
one of those you have to digest slowly anyway.
Yeah,
because it's just so.
It's just like real life, and you already get enough of real life.
Oh Jesus, it's
not even a show. It's just a mockery of the life.
The craziest part is like that show when we watched it was like, dude, politics are crazy, huh?
Yeah.
And then the real life House of Cards is happening, and it's like that makes the show look like that's
like it's nice.
The show's
By the time
like
you're done watching real life, you're like, the show kind of waters life down, huh?
Like, oh my god! Like if they showed Trump pushing a lady in front of a train, I'd be like, that's House of Cards, and they did it already, and he probably still wouldn't be impeached.
He wouldn't. Just nuts. That's the problem with politics is no matter what they do, they're just like, oh, we didn't do it, and everyone's like, okay, I'll believe you. Look at that. A Republican just got in trouble for insider trading, which is what Martha Stewart got in trouble for.
Yeah. And
she did, 2 years? And obviously, like a nice cushiony prison.
Yeah.
I bet you nothing. I bet you absolutely nothing happens to him.
Yeah.
I bet you, if anything, he apologizes.
Yeah.
That'll be it. It'll be a public apology. I'm sorry that I used my power to fuck the rest of you, but you all knew that was happening anyways. Why are we even talking about this?
Yeah. So about that House of Cards thing, like, the whole Kevin Spacey thing, that sucks. It was so long ago, and like, there's no excuse for how long ago it is.
Yeah, no excuse by length of time, but
the messed up part is like he owned up to it. He admitted it. He said that I don't remember those things happening because it was when I was doing coke and
doing a ton of
drugs and everything. He's like, but that story sounds like something that probably did happen, and that's messed up. But like, I get it. You act like you do scummy things. people make mistakes.
Yeah.
I mean, we're humans. We make mistakes. You apologize for it, and you still get canned, and your show still gets like canceled. Essentially, it's like I don't know, and that spins off perfectly. I feel like I am the king of segues here, but that spins off perfectly into our next topic, which was James Gunn, the director of the Guardians of the Galaxy series.
Yep.
He got fired from producing because of some tweets that came out, and so I looked it up. I didn't really. I actually I looked it up. So one of his tweets was he made some light of pedophilia and rape, which that alone, saying it like that, just sounds bad.
It sounds
just
horrible.
Sounds so horrible. And so one of the tweets was, "I like when little boys touch me in my silly place." Okay, that's
a little creepy.
That's a little creepy. And then he said, "The best part about being raped is when you're done being raped. It's like, phew, this feels great. Not being raped." Like
that seems like a joke that
a
drunk person would say.
It's a
because they think that it's funny in their head.
Yeah.
But then once they say it out loud, they're like, "That wasn't funny at all."
Yeah.
Like,
it's poorly joked. It's not a good joke.
It's not a good joke at
Neither
all.
one of them are good jokes.
Yeah.
But to be fired from something, and then to find out these were over almost a decade ago
See, I
before
think
he got hired.
That's kind of the part that kills me about all this like stuff is a lot of the things are from way before I was born.
Yeah.
Not like
not before you were born.
Not way before
Twitter was not around before you were born. We saw the birth of Twitter.
But anyways, a lot of these things are like, oh, that was forever ago, and now you're making a big deal out of it.
Uh-huh.
Like you can't wait this long and then have a meltdown. Like, yes, they should still be in trouble, and yes, there should still be something to be done about it. But you guys are acting like this was done yesterday, and he's still that type of person.
Yeah.
And
I'm not on the fence about it. I use that I use that on the fence thing a lot, but it's a good way for me to judge how I feel about it.
Yeah.
I firmly believe if you did something, if you tweeted something years ago, that can't be taken into can't be taken into consideration unless it's some real hateful racist shit. But it's just a bad
I can't
joke.
even say for that because the whole point of this country is you're supposed to be able to grow as a person.
Yeah.
So you can't have the sins of your father. Like, well, your father was a douchebag, so therefore you're a douchebag too.
Exactly.
That's not how it works. I get to change from who they were, and I get to change from who I was. I get to grow and become something more than I was. So 20 years ago, maybe I did do something that was messed up or say something that's bad. That doesn't mean that's who I am today.
Yeah.
So, and that's the thing. It's 20 years ago he made bad pedophile jokes, and now today we're saying that he's a pedophile. Yeah. Is he? Have you actually confirmed that he is a pedophile? Because that's a problem if he is, and he's still acting like that.
And how many people have lost their jobs from tweets and lost sponsorships from tweets? It's like, and it's out
of control.
I'm glad that I mean, not that I'm aspiring to ever be famous or anything, but where I have I essentially have a persona by these podcasts and by my movie reviews and stuff that I'm glad I'm just getting into Twitter now, which feels a little late. 2018 feels late getting into Twitter.
I still won't get into Twitter.
But I'm glad that I never had that opportunity to
do
dumb shit. I'm sure if I ever did become, if I ever did become more of a public figure, people could probably dig through my Facebook and find some messed up stuff.
Totally.
And that might come back to bite me in the ass. So maybe the position I feel about this is a little skewed because I feel like if you're on Twitter...
Honestly, that's anybody.
If you're on
no
Twitter,
matter who you are, if you dig deep enough, I can find something you did or said that could be taken out of context.
Give this podcast time, I'll admit to a lot of things.
Bam.
It's just... As soon as if you start becoming a persona and you have an inkling that you said a bunch of dumb stuff...
Yeah.
Just delete it. Delete your Twitter. Yeah. Delete anything.
Yeah. Delete it and kill the witnesses.
I can't really delete. I could privatize my Facebook, I guess.
That's what I do. I keep my stuff private.
And I mean, it doesn't matter because somebody could just go through it. But just especially Twitter, where it's you're just saying words.
Yeah, you're just talking crap.
Go back and delete it
for no other reason.
Just delete your Twitter and make a new one. If I was doing this podcast and I have a personal one and I have a. If I had my personal one, I already want to delete, but I have some followers on there that it's good for me to retweet stuff. But so it's if I did have racy stuff back in the day, if I ever got signed to a sponsorship, started looking into my podcast and wanted to sponsor it, I would just delete my other Twitter. It's you're gonna get your sponsors are gonna pull in more.
They're probably going to review it before they even let you.
They don't, though. That's the thing, because so many sports stars are getting into heat in trouble.
Now, yeah.
Like these 18 and 19-year-olds that are coming out of college, they're going back and finding because we're just old enough that Twitter wasn't around when we were in school. I'm sure that if it was, we'd be in
prison.
Yes, I'm glad Snapchat, Instagram, and that stuff wasn't around when we were kids, because it's like I would have totally been firing off like gay, faggot.
Yeah, honestly, we would have just been
fucking
nigga.
nigga.
When we were kids, we went for the deepest cuts we possibly could.
If you are looking in on this future reference, I am black, so I can say the N-word. But there would be so many dumb, retarded things I would say.
Yeah.
And that would get me into some shit.
Oh yeah, totally.
So I can feel for anybody like 16. If you're looking at someone's Twitter when they're like 16 or younger, you shouldn't be able to hold that responsible. I mean, again, though, it's like if you.
But see, here's the issue: it defeats the purpose of anyone ever wanting to play. Like that's the thing is you have to remember, society is exactly that: people playing nice with each other. Mm-hmm. So if you say, when you were 10, you said something that was wrong, so now you're an outcast for the rest of eternity. So why am I not shooting you in the face and taking all of your stuff? Because apparently I'm an outcast either way. Yeah. So
I feel like the drones of many people who aren't going to be, looked up as influencers.
Yeah.
You can get away with saying whatever you want. If you have an inkling of you're going to be a sphere of influence, like an athlete, if you were a good athlete coming out of school, delete your Twitter, man. Just delete it.
Just delete it.
Make a new one.
Or just own it in a way where you never did anything wrong, like Trump does, because he says horrible things, and every time people call him out, he goes, "Yeah, I said that. You're the bad guy for thinking anything wrong." and somehow it always gets pushed right over.
Just Joe Rogan it, or be
or
somebody
Joe Rogan,
how I feel. I can just say whatever I want, really. Yeah. Not to a point. I do keep a little bit different from on these podcasts than I am in real life. I'm much more sweary and a little bit more. I wouldn't say racist, more specious. I just don't like anybody.
Yeah, I just hate absolutely every person on this planet.
Stereotypes are a thing. I make fun of them all the time. I don't care.
Well, that's because they're
PC.
funny.
Yeah, stereotypes are funny and they're usually true. But I don't care too much about being PC. But I keep it kind of off here, which I keep it off the internet too. I keep it to friends.
Yeah, exactly. You keep it to your personal group.
But I mean, not so much that it's completely different. I'm getting off track here. Don't worry, I'm the same person speaking in this mic as somebody speaking into talking to somebody else. But all right, let me bring up this other topic here. Jesus, I don't know. Remember I said that was the king of segues. Now I'm like,
that's because now you're concerned that people think that you're a racist, a rapist, and pedophile.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing about being raped. No, that's awful. Yeah, no, it's been tough though, man. I'm freaking tired. I'm starting to realize, I'm like, why do I feel tired? I've been up since 3 this morning, and for my job, a lot of times I get up at early times because there's been a lot of patients going into hospitals early, and that's what I do. I don't think I've brought that up on the podcast yet, but I transport clients from a hospital to other hospitals, outpatient programs and stuff. So sometimes people go pretty early. So, for instance, this morning I woke up. I was up at 3:30 to work for 5, and just it's wild because I always during the week I'm like, all right, I've been up all these hours, it's crazy hours. This weekend I'm just gonna sleep in, and I try to sleep in, and I'm up at 7:15. That 7 o'clock, because I wake up at 6 normally for work. 7 o'clock feels late.
I can agree there. I work early enough that on a weekend I wake up 7:30, 8 o'clock, and I feel like, what have I done with my life? I just wasted this entire day.
Yeah.
And it's it's still the early morning. What are you talking about?
It's hard. It's hard to sleep in. And I mean, if I go out and have a nice night, then it's easier. But even then, it's man, if I'm sleeping at 9 o'clock, oh my god, I'm which is wild because I used to be able to sleep until 1 o'clock easily, from when I worked a second shift job, to come home and just be able to sleep and sleep. And for instance, sometimes I can sleep. I do the second nap thing.
Yeah.
I'll get up, I'll shower, brush my teeth, eat some breakfast, maybe go like take my dog for a walk, maybe go out and
Come back.
go to the mall, pick up something, and then come back for like noon. And then it's like if I don't have anything planned, I'm like
Nap time.
and then I'm napping till like 4. And then you got to make that crucial decision around like 5 o'clock. Like
like stay awake.
what's gonna happen here?
Go to bed for the night.
Yeah, my brain's like, all right, what am I doing here?
I've sadly become that guy. I always go to the back half. I'm always like, all right, I got home. I think I'll just stay awake and go to bed early tonight.
Yeah.
And then I go to bed at like 4 or 5
Yeah.
and then just sleep until 4 o'clock in the next morning. I'm like, all right, that's good.
Yeah. But then it makes it worse because I'm so groggy afterwards.
Oh,
like,
yeah, it does. Because then you sleep kind of too long. You're like, oh.
Yeah. And sleepy Dags, I call him Sleepy Dags. That guy sucks because there's been times where I'll like take a nap, like a 2 hour, like an hour, a nice little hour power nap, and I wake up and there's that like minute and a half where if I did have plans or someone hits me up to have plans, I don't think there's anything in the world that would get me out of bed. Like it's like I said, it's that minute and a half where it's like, plans, blow them off. And like the back of my brain's like, you don't care about those plans. You really don't like those people. Don't worry about it. Just sleep.
Yeah,
and I'm like, I should sleep. Somebody could literally just be like with a plate of like money.
Yeah.
Like $1 million in a briefcase and be like, all you have to do is get up out of bed and come grab this money and it's all yours. And I'd be like, and my brain would be like, don't do
use
it.
my belt,
It's a trap.
whip it out.
You can always make more money.
Yep.
Don't worry about that.
You can always
money.
make more money. Yep.
It's just $1 million. You can barely even buy a house now. And I'd be like,
I tell myself that with work when I'm
Yeah.
like, I gotta get out of a job or I'm gonna get fired, or get out of bed or I'm gonna get fired. And I'm like, I can always find another job.
It's just money. But then like
but then you're like, but I don't want to find another job.
that feeling passes and I'm like, I gotta get up. Fuck, damn it. I gotta go do this stuff. But there's it's that 1 minute and a half that there's nothing in the world could pull me out of bed for that.
Like,
I've almost blown off plans so many times just because of that one little Sleepy Dags, man. Guy's a jerk. That guy sucks. So here's a cool little article I found. I told you about this the other day. I was kind of wrong about it because I didn't do my research, but I did now. So this is a toy. A toy. I got you covered. Don't worry. It's a toy robot, right? Toy robot that the basis of it was a social experiment. They gave it to 90 people, and they wanted to figure out humans' feelings towards robots in a controlled way. So what they did was they had them talk to the robot to give them their schedule because they told them it's supposed to optimize your schedule for you and get to know you. So these people told them its schedule, and then I'm guessing what I'm getting from here is about half of them, when they went to switch the robot off for the night, the robot would be like, I don't want you to turn me off. I'm scared of the dark, blah, blah, blah. All this like kind of weird, like boo-hoo stories, sob stuff.
Yeah, sob stuff, yeah.
And 13 of them took pity on the robot and refused to turn it off. 13 of the humans. So what's that? 40 out of 45, 13 of them. So almost half.
Yeah.
Almost half decided, no, okay, I won't. And there was only half that had that thing with a dog. My dog's doing something in the room.
Yeah, clacking.
Yeah. Half of them for the robot, they said, don't turn me off, like, please. So it just shows that humans have a soft spot for robots, is what it looks like.
Humans have a soft spot, period. And if you know how to play with it, you can get them to do whatever you want.
I don't know how I'd feel if the robot was just like, don't turn me off. I'd probably smash it. I'd be like, AI.
It's alive.
Yeah, it has feelings.
Yeah. What was that from? Where it's like, it's a robot, but I've programmed so it can't have feelings or use tools. Oh, wait, it was Family Guy.
Yeah.
And then he starts joking him. He goes angry.
Oh,
he goes,
yeah.
oh, no, he's got feelings. And he picks up the stapler and starts hitting him in
Yeah.
the face. And he goes, oh, no, let's learn to use tools.
Yeah. So that will ultimately be our downfall. Those robots will bust in your house and be like, I just need some change, please. My mother's sick. And I'd be like, you're a
You
robot.
don't have a
You're
mother.
like, with a gun, yeah. No, it's kind of scary stuff, man. I feel like the dumbest thing that would happen would be if the robots took over the world and enslaved humanity. Like, we'd be like, we made movies about this. We
See,
knew
I
this
don't
was
understand
happening.
that. Why would they enslave humanity? It just doesn't make any sense to me.
I'd
Like,
enslave humanity.
Humans
We
are
suck.
not very good workers.
We're ruined. We're not. They would just kill us and be like, just get rid of
That's what I'm
them.
saying. They would just get rid of us.
Get rid of
That's
them.
why I never get there. Like, they're going to use humans as slaves, and they're gonna do all this. They do it better than we do. Why would they use us?
I don't know why they
You're
would.
gonna have you build them cars? You're gonna get in the factory and build me cars. Okay, don't you pump out like
As,
5
like,
times the amount of
pets.
cars that I do?
We'd have to be like pets, I guess.
I guess we could be pets.
Complicated pets.
I guess that could be what it is. Or they could just stick us around to beat us for fun. What are you doing today? Huh? I'm gonna go beat some humans.
It's like it would be the dumbest. We would as a culture, as a race, as a species, we would feel fucking stupid if robots
Who knows?
really took over.
Maybe
the
that's
world.
our purpose. Maybe our purpose was to make them and then die.
It's like we made movies about this, guys. We saw this coming. Remember that? Oh God, why did this happen? Pretty sure we and we joked about this. We're like, yeah, robots are gonna take over the world, and they did.
They will. One day.
Because they're getting sophisticated, man. You got robots for sex.
Yeah, they do. They have robots.
There's robots for sex that will they're programmed to deny it sometimes.
Yeah. It's getting denied by a robot.
It's like you buy this sex robot and you're like, yeah, fine, I can't get real women, so I'll just get this sex robot, and then it's like, no. You're like, what? No. What do you mean no?
That sounds like a massacre waiting to happen.
Oh my God, that would just be the worst.
Can't even get laid by the machine I bought.
Oh my God, that would be the worst thing ever. I have a headache. No, you don't.
You don't want
Your circuits.
It gives you the exact same excuses.
Yeah.
I'm on my period. You don't have the period.
You only want to cuddle when you want sex. Yes, that's the point of you.
That's why I paid $80,000 for a fucking robot.
Oh my God. So what are we? Oh God. What the hell? When can I meet your family? Oh,
never. I try not to tell anybody
I'm gonna be the one doing the voice for these sex robots. Sex, it's kinky, right? Oh yes. Oh yes. It'll be unbelievable. But yeah, robot apocalypse is coming, and I, for one, I'm not
I wonder if
against
that's
it.
how they're gonna get us. It's gonna be all rape charges.
Jesus Christ.
75% of humanity.
I feel like people would be like, he raped that robot.
Oh, they totally would. They totally would.
What? Oh my God. People are...
I'm trying to remember what it was. We're like, if it happened tomorrow, there'd be a rights activist group for it the day after. And I'm trying to remember what it was.
I think it was the aliens.
Well, was it the aliens?
I remember.
Because it was something that was their entire existence was going to wipe out humanity or something like that.
Yep.
They're like, yeah, if this existed, which would definitely be the end of humanity, people would still protect its rights over our right to live. We'd be like, no, you got to protect vampires or some crap like that.
Yeah, I can't.
Or zombies, that's what it was. They're like, if the zombie apocalypse happened tomorrow, there'd be a rights activist group for them. You can't kill zombies. They have a right to live. Their only purpose is to kill us. There's no friendship here.
There would totally be.
That one's eating you right now, but he has a right to. Okay.
It's his zombie rights. He was a human before.
Yep. What about your rights to not be a victim? Those take a backseat. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Here's one last topic I can bring up. I have this app that tells you how many times you open your phone and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's called app usage. And so
and yours just says shame. Shame.
I haven't opened this in a while. So let's take a guess. It tells you how many times I've opened my phone.
All right.
So how many times do you think I opened my phone today?
In a single day?
Today. Let's see. Where do I find this?
You said you've been up since 3 a.m.?
Oh, yeah.
So, how busy was your day today? Pretty busy?
Not busy.
Not busy at all?
I was doing stuff.
I'm going to guess 120 times.
Ooh, that's probably low. Let me see. I don't know where I go to get. It tells you where the hell is it that it tells you? It's usage.
Thankfully, my new job keeps me from doing that.
Oh, it's actually not. It's actually not too much. So today it's 168, which is
low.
more than my normal. My average is 133 times, but it's weird because it's not all times how many times you've actually gone on your phone. It's just how many times you unlock the screen.
Yeah.
So some of it is a little inflated.
Yeah.
I feel like
so that's the reason why I'm like, so what's exactly going on?
Because on my way to work sometimes, it says it sometimes on the top, and it'll say like you're at 12, and it's like I just got up. But some of those is like checking the time, snoozing my alarm,
so that's
shutting off my alarm, checking Facebook and all that stuff.
I use my phone obviously to play music when I'm driving to work because that's what I do. But if you went off just that, it's easily possible from my ride from here to work for me to have opened it 30, maybe 40 times in
I'm not
1
sure
hour. That doesn't mean I use my phone all day. It means in that 1 hour, I need to keep opening it up to, I don't want to hear that song or that's something else, and I'm not trying to listen to that, and there's a problem.
So I used the Samsung Home thing 2 hours and 29 minutes. I used Facebook 1 hour and 47 minutes, and I used Snapchat for an hour. But in my defense today, I was just Snapchatting. Listen to me. Snapchatting with like Tommy B and Maddie and Miz and Raul, and we just kind of dick around and send each other. We're in a group, so we just kind of do stupid stuff. Shout out to you guys if you guys are listening. Those are great times, great fun times. It's a little gross. I'm not gonna lie. It's not as bad as I thought, and it's probably a lot worse than some people, but
it's also nowhere close to as bad as others.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm trying to get better. Getting this app is trying to get me better at doing it. But I'm trying to also push myself to be more vocal on social media because I'm trying to build an audience and trying to do this. So I think maybe this is just a cover up for me to use my phone more. You think that?
It could be.
This whole podcast thing and like being like, hey, don't badger me for being on my phone all the time.
It's business.
This is business. I need to be a social presence.
Engaged.
I need to have a social presence online so people can listen to my shows. Which, again, if you are listening to this from Facebook or YouTube, I urge you, I plead with you.
Start fights with me.
No, that too. Get engaged. Anything you say helps me out. Just even liking and say, hey, good job, man. Or, I agree with what you said at 25:51. Then I'll have to go back and listen to see what the hell I said. But no, if you're listening to those, it's great. It's cool. I thank you for it. But the best way to listen is through SoundCloud or iTunes. And you have an iTunes account if you have an Apple phone. I know you do. Everyone does who has an Apple phone. You have an iTunes account. It's hard for me.
I don't have an iTunes.
I do, but it's on my freaking Apple, on my MacBook. And I have to go home and check it. So I don't even know if it's on iTunes right now, which that's terrible. But I never have my MacBook on me. And to log in from an Android device, you have to have like that monthly plan, which is stupid because I have iTunes through my MacBook. In my account, it won't let me log into like my iTunes on it. It's just silly. It's a silly thing that happens. I don't know Apple yet, but I'm working on it. But SoundCloud and Castbox are two apps that I post all my shows to. It's great. It's better listening that way because you can close off your phone. It plays just like music.
Yeah.
Play it on your phone ride and your car ride into work.
Car ride to work.
While you're pooping, while you're doing some dishes, some laundry, cleaning your house, you can listen to these podcasts. They're once a week. It's 30 minutes of your time. Well, now we're approaching 40, but you get the gist.
Yeah.
It's easy. Listen to it. Get engaged. Hard. I want a community. I want people to start talking to other people on my page and stuff. It'll be fun. It'll be a fun time. Let's build this thing. Get in on the ground level. So when I'm hosting a radio show on Sirius XM, you can be like, I was fucking friends with him when he was just starting out and begging us for views.
begging us for attention.
But seriously, the more support I get, the more drives me to produce better content. Maybe even start rattling these off twice a week instead of once a week, which would be hard. Yep. But I'm down to do it if you guys enjoy listening to it. So show that support. Help this thing grow into something really, really cool. It's already pretty cool. Grow it something even cooler. Like I said, the contest's still going on. So if you want to win some money, some $25 gift card. Listen, if you win, because I'm gonna the only limit I'm gonna have is this, not the same two people for the 2 AMC gift cards. That's it. But you could win the Visa gift card and you could win the AFC ones. That's $75. You go to the movies with. You know what you could do with $75 in the movies? The movie.
Another ticket, right type of date there.
Popcorn and a drink. Maybe some candy.
Yeah, maybe some special candy.
Get your mind out of the gutter. This is a kids show.
It's
a kids show that we talk about pedophilia and rape and sex robots.
Now you tell me it's a kids show.
It's spread to. I post this to Nickelodeon podcast.
Damn.
Go there and subscribe.
I'll be in prison soon. You guys can comment about that.
All right, guys. It's a blast as always. I will see you next week when I don't know. I might be by myself. I might have a special guest. I might, be fun. All right, guys. I will talk to you later. Peace. Love you.